Kittens. Okay. I hate seeing an empty food dish in here. I know you guys got plenty of breakfast. Let me go get it real quick. Hi kids, okay. You guys opening the mail? Let's see here. I know, I hate to see an empty food dish. Your mom hates to see a food dish with any food in it. She definitely does her part to make sure they're all empty all the time. Okay, I'll be right back. We'll open these packages. It's not going to be a very long mailbag. I think you can guess that. Okay, so here I am again. I just checked the sound looks okay, the video looks okay. I'm going to look on Discord to make sure that you all agree with me, and then we'll get rolling. Yeah, once again, probably not going to be a very long one. This is what we got. Now, some of you may have sent stuff that's not here, and the reason that I didn't go to the post office this morning, I really didn't schedule myself too well this morning because DJ went to work at her regular time today. She's going to work at her regular time tomorrow. You know, as an attending physician, they work weekends, not every weekend, but I think it's about like once a month or something. And so that really throws me off because for me, it just feels like another work day. I feel like I thought today was, you know, maybe Friday or Thursday or something. You know, when you set your own sort of hours and schedule, every day looks a lot like the other. Which isn't to say that I haven't done anything important this week. We missed mailbag last week. The reason that we missed mailbag last week was because we were working on the very final stuff to sell the house. There was some paperwork that we had to make sure made it to Connecticut. There were, I'm trying to think. There was something specifically that was Saturday morning. I think it might have been because we had to go to a notary to get those papers signed on Saturday morning. It was the only time that both the notary and DJ were available. That's what I'm gonna say. That could just be, I don't, whatever. I think that was the case for last Saturday. Anyway, the bottom line is the house is sold. So if anybody wants to harass me, come see me at my house in Connecticut. That's the place to do it. So no, we don't own the Connecticut house anymore, which is a nice feeling, really. It's also kind of sad in a way. I know that house, you know, I loved to hate it, you know, we bought it for a very specific purpose, and then it ended up that purpose, we changed all of our goals, and the house had to do a lot more for us than any of us had planned on, certainly more than the house had planned on. And considering that, I think it did pretty well for us. It also meant that, you know, we obviously encountered more problems with it than we thought that we would, and ended up, you know, maybe spending a little more money on it than we intended to, and that's, you know, not great, but it's not the end of the world either. So I'm glad that that era is over, and that we're here now, and that we can start on something new that's intended to be a little more permanent. You know, never know how things are going to work out, but that's the plan anyway. So, all right, so that was my last weekend. The sale actually closed on Wednesday, but I wasn't there for that. I've never attended any real estate transaction that I've been involved in, ever. This is our third house, and I've never been to either a purchase or a sale. Well, that's not true, because we were the purchase for this one, but the seller wasn't there. So what I should say is I've never met the other party in a real estate transaction. The one or two that I have gone to, the other person wasn't there. So that's the way to do it, I think. Just, you know, keep it all arm's length. Don't complicate anything. I think that in general, of course, the person that lived here before, it was turned out to be a wonderful person, and I've only talked to him a little bit, but that communication has been fantastic. So I guess there's exceptions to everything. All right, enough ramble. I guess I should look and make sure that everybody's listening to me, or maybe not listening to me, but at least able to hear me. There's a distinction there that's critical. Where's my Discord at, though? Sound good. Okay, well, we got that. What should I have picked up last? Oh, I didn't pick up last week either. I'm 2 weeks behind. Yeah, that only just now occurred to me. Okay. My bad. Okay, well, that makes it really worse that I didn't go this morning. I kind of excused it to myself, thinking, oh, it's a week, you know, it's fine, we missed a week before, but I don't think that I've been often missed 2 weeks worth of picking up mail. That's bad. So I'll make it a point to get there sooner rather than later. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow morning, whatever. I gotta get over there and pick that up before they start trying to send stuff back. I don't know how serious they'll be about it, but better safe than sorry. Okay, that being said, let's get rolling on it. I think, my apologies again to anybody who sent stuff in the last 2 weeks. It's worse than I thought. You guys are pointing that out to me. My bad. What else can I say? Hey, the kittens are really healthy and happy and playful and fun, though. We got that going for us, which is nice. Nice. Okay, this is the 9th book of love. By Mumaland, and this one not only has a tassel, but the heart on the front has been done with a little, like a bunch of strings that are laid out in a sort of a cool pattern with a sort of a heart pattern, I guess, because they would be, wouldn't they? Really pretty. I like the little gold thread on it that has a nice little touch here. It says, "Love is immortal, love never ends. Love never gives up." At Kitten Academy, we see that love is good friends with hope, who is very strong. Don't mess with hope. Wow. Vaguely threatening book of love. I like it. Don't mess with hope, though. That's definitely true. We try to keep hopeful here no matter what's going on. Sometimes it's harder than others, but that's really sweet. Thank you, Mumalan, for the 8th book of love. Now, don't tear this up too much, buddy. We have a collection. Someday it's going to be worth a lot of money. Okay, this, I covered up the address, but I see the little kittens have been chewing on it, and I believe this was from overseas. Let's see here. I think this one came a long way to see us, in theory, although it has a USA Forever stamp, so maybe not entirely. All right, let's find out. Why do I think that? It says Black Forest Cateau on the front, and it is a Black Forest style of cat, I suppose. I mean, he looks brown with like some frosting, and a cherry, of course, which is what makes it a Black Forest. So there you go. Very cute. I do like a Black Forest, I suppose. I remember first time I ever heard of them, I was working in an ice cream shop. It was my high school career, and one of the things that we served at the ice cream shop was a Black Forest sundae, which was a brownie with, I think, vanilla ice cream and a cherry or something like that. Well, you know, basically, we got some ice cream, we got the brownie and the cherry, so kind of like that, I suppose. And that was the first I'd ever heard of it. Was the first time that somebody was like, make me one, and I'm like, ooh, what, wait, what? But you know, that's the things you learn when you're a kid. So, okie dokie. This says something on the front. It says a word.
I think I'm lucky in that the font is so crazy that I can be excused for not being able to pronounce the word, because I'm going to say I can't really read it. I'm going to go with Karlsruhe, though. I think it's something like that. It is obviously a town of some sort with some really cool architecture, and it says also nothing more about where it's from on the back. So they really decided to commit to that font and just go for it. Cool. I suppose if you know the place, that the word is perfectly legible to you because you already know what it says. But I don't. Instead, I have the note. Please read on stream, which I shall do. Hi, come on. I see you trying to squeeze in here. Squeeze on in. Dear Mr. A, dear Dr. DJ, we've been following your live stream for several years now and always enjoy seeing new mother cats, kittens, and, of course, the faculty. It does say Karlsruhe, by the way, which I'm surely mispronouncing, but you've written that here. Since postage from Germany is so expensive, we decided we'd better spend the money on a trip to New York City and take the opportunity to send you this card from there. Well, that explains why I thought it was a card from overseas, but the postage was local. Also, postage from overseas has apparently gotten even more expensive than I thought. If the money can get you a trip to New York City and local postage, I approved that way of spending it, however. If you hadn't moved, we would have even considered a day trip to the Kitten Academy, but since that's no longer possible, we're essentially sending you this card instead. Oh, well, that's sweet. I'll be honest, I don't think that was ever truly possible. I did consider that we had one person stop by who is someone that it was actually like their third or fourth time asking, and I was finally like, okay, this is the time we're going to do it. So it has happened, but it's a really rare thing. And I think we'll probably keep it pretty rare. For the record, I will say, though, that we're exactly as close to New York City as we were in Connecticut. We literally just moved from an hour and a half one side of New York City to an hour and a half the other side of New York City, and that's it. Same distance as far as that goes. Let's see. We're so happy you found such a beautiful mid-century home, which will undoubtedly provide a wonderful space for many more litters to come. I sure hope so, too. We will enjoy our time in NYC from September 30th to October 10th, and we'll even bring an extra suitcase to stock up on Churu for our 3 cats at home. We hope this makes it into your mailbag. Warm regards from NYC and Karlsruhe to you, DJ, and of course to all the Discord members and everyone on the stream. Greetings from Stefan and Julia, who are Skeletor SPCK on Discord and Cats of SPCK on Discord. The SPCK stands for Spach, which is our hometown near Karlsruhe. I'm just trying. I'm trying my best. I bet I didn't even pronounce your names remotely the way that you would pronounce them, but what am I going to do? I'm American. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. So you've sent us all pictures of your 3 wonderful cats, though. They are really, really cute. You've got Willie, Rosie, and Mola, and they are beautiful, beautiful photos of beautiful, well cared for, very healthy looking cats. The Rosie does really sort of resemble Loganberry in a way, especially that face she's got on is, it looks like a little bit of an aggressive face, and Loganberry gives me that face all the time when he's not getting exactly what he wants. So very much reminds me of that. Super cute. Oh, thank you so much for that. I love it. Thank you for thinking of us, too, on your trip to the States. That is fantastic. I'm glad you could save a little bit on the postage. I think DJ's dragging me back into the city on Monday, so that should be fun. Because she's working all weekend, I guess she must have Monday off. And I think we're going to the Met, which is, I've never been. I can say I've never been. I've never been almost anywhere in New York City. I've only been to the city, 2, 3 times, 4 maybe to tops. I went to a Broadway play, not like, it's just off Broadway, I guess is what they would call it. I don't know, in that neighborhood anyway. What else have I been in the city for? There was that. There was the time that I brought Chevy to the vet in the city because they were the only ones that could save him from himself. He ate a piece of tube that he shouldn't have eaten, and he was fine, but we wanted to just make sure of that, and they did make sure of it. It was probably better that we did. That was an adventure for all of us. This is from Health Dells, if you couldn't tell. I believe Health Dells is also in the States right now, so lots of listeners that we know. So, this note, I was going somewhere, I was listing all the times that I've been into the city, and I got as far as 2, and now I went back to the MoMA then, and that's it. That's the extent of my time in the city. So the Met, and I think DJ's going to make me do a lot more of that now that we are in DJ's. Now that she's an attending physician, she's finally made it all the way through her training as a doctor. It's been 10 years. That's 10 years of just medical training. That's not counting all of her, primary school and college and her first degree in engineering. Like all of that time doesn't even count. It's 10 years strictly getting to this point as professional. So anyway, now that she's there, her plan is to start traveling and a lot more. I think by that she means travel like out of the country, but we're starting small. New York City is here. Easy to go. So, this says to Chris DJ Cats and Kittens, endowments for Scribbles and her kids. The bags are labeled Love, Helen, who is Health Dells, and Vincent, the neighbor's cat. Well, thank you very much. And this says Scribbles endowments, sealed with little cat stickers. I love these bags that you send. I've gotten very used to these colorful bags that you put each thing into. All right. Oh, Scribbles got good stuff. She's not in here right now, is she? I bet she would be all over this. She has, first off, one of these triangle mice. She loves these fur mice. You see her carrying one around, or several of them around all the time. I've seen her carry this one to the door, which is another. It's the same kind. So I know she's going to love it. Also, she has a little ball like this that she carries around. I don't know where it is. It's not that one because that has a feather on it. So that's perfect for her. We got a little Yow Catnip Fishy. We've got one of those wonderful Silvervine sticks with the Silvervine nugget on it, which really makes it valuable. This one's the Silvervine stick with a feather in it. It says Wild Bird. All right, that's cute. And this is a real fur catnip kicker with some canvas on the back, so it's real sturdy. That's all great stuff. That is fantastic. I love all this real fur stuff that you say. I've said it a million times that I can understand that some people, might not be comfortable with that. If you're not, you don't have to do it for your cats, but I tell you, the cats love it. They just love it, They've genetically engineered for that sort of thing, and to give them that as a toy is something that they just really appreciate. There's another toy, the most disturbing toy that we have ever been sent. I don't know, cover your ears if you're disturbed by that kind of thing, but it was honestly very disturbing. There was a toy that was made with an entire bird wing, which, real, feathers and all, the entire thing. And the Custard in particular, all the cats were crazy for it. They loved this thing, but Custard was the most crazy for it, and he just destroyed it. Just couldn't get enough of it. It was really amazing for him, no matter how much I was like, it's disturbing just to see it. Like, it's too real. Anyway, all right, what was this bag labeled? It says Kitten Endowment, so this is for you guys. We got some Silvervine sticks, of course, 5 of them. We got this little blue froggy guy. We got a very long ribbon real fur mouse. Now, that's a new kind that I haven't seen before, but it looks like something they are going to love. Seems like they would like to love it right now. We have a couple of these little, almost like Peep style rabbit bunnies, which is topical and local. We have this shiny little winking star. I love how shiny he is, too. And he's just so happy about it. It's fantastic. And this very smug-looking alligator. Maybe he's a crocodile. I don't know. Could be either one. That's Jimmy told me that joke that I've always loved. Like, how do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? I'm not going to do it justice because I can't. But the joke is just, one will see you later and the other sees you around, I guess. Or something, yes. I'm going with that for now. Whatever. Okay. You can all chuckle now. I will. I'll do it. I'll laugh. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm laughing at me and not at the joke. All right. You're welcome to join in that too. I don't care. All right. The last one also says kitten endowment. This is also for you guys. Oh, this is where the fur is. Okay. So we got a couple more of those poop balls. And some more of these triangular mice that are such a hit. They're all good. The poop balls too, though. There's some that really prefer these. There's some that prefer these. All I know is that the fur is always a hit for these guys. So, L-Cell, thank you for keeping us in furs. Wow. When you say it like that, it sounds very swanky, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, speaking of very swanky, I don't know why this suddenly occurred to me, but there was a place by the mall that we used to go to when I was a kid that I would always notice, and I never set foot in, obviously, when I tell you, but it was its own standalone building, and it had a sign out front that said that it was for storage of furs, specifically, like some sort of refrigerated storage building for people to pay to keep and care for their fur coats that they, strange business, isn't it? I wonder if it's still there. Okay, Hell, thank you so much. Put these in that pile, put this over here, and then we have our package for today is from Creole Moss, and I checked my messages with Creole Moss. I didn't see anything about this, so maybe there's a note in here. I do note that there is wonderful brown wrapping paper to keep it all a surprise. So, let's see. Oh, it's something big. Double-decker cat scratcher with... Oh, so cute. It's a cat box, pod, cardboard thing. I don't know what to call it. But it is the Biscuit Maker bakery shop for the little kittens to play in. And they need a little bit of a cardboard scratching pod box, don't they? As long as their mom doesn't confuse it for a litter box. I was really surprised that she peed. Somebody did. I assume it was her. Actually, I assume it's not her because it didn't smell, and so kitten pee doesn't always have that scent to it the way that cat pee does. So now that I'm saying that, I guess it was one of the kittens that peed in the pod that we had in here, that collapsible pod that's not in here anymore. That's because it got peed in, and I washed it, and I brought it back, and then it immediately got peed in again. So I'm like, well, they don't want that. Hopefully this does not go the same way. We'll see. But usually these have a big cardboard pad on the bottom anyway, and maybe I'll put a little blanket in it to get started. I think they should have it right away, unless, you would object to that, which I don't suppose you would. And I also don't know about a note then. Maybe you didn't send one, and that's okay. But this shouldn't take us too long to put together. It is cute, and I think they should like it. And Mailbag today was 22 minutes, so let's put this together. Let's make this happen real quick here. And see if we can figure this out. Cat Scratcher Biscuit Shop is what it is called. And wow, this is, this must be 2 pieces. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if they sent, it does say, it did say in the description something about double-decker, right? Doesn't look like it would be, though. Oh, I see. It's double-decker because they can fit on the roof. The roof is the second deck. Now it makes sense. All right, and that's why there's 2 of these. And these are really, really cute. This is cute. This is cute. This is just pink Pepto-Bismol. There we go. This is cute. Okay, that's the cute side. All right. Well, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. What does it say to you? Step 1 is attach bottom and side piece to top support and side piece. Attach at bottom first, roof second. Wow, that's very, very specific instructions. Not bad. Okay, so that's the pink pieces, I think. At least it is according to the pictures. And it tells me pre-folding connection points will make assembly yeah, that's true too. Having an extra set of hands is helpful too. Well, how many times have I said that in my life? But so far, none of the doctors are willing to do that surgery. As soon as they are, I'm getting extra hands. So, bottom first, roof second. These are some tabs, all right. See what we're doing. Huh. Slightly different style of tabs on this than we're used to for these. I think probably nicer tabs. We'll see. These look nice. All right. Fold everything. Fold, fold, fold. Okay, there we go. Let's do that. And the bottom first, it says, which is this side, yes. These are just going to go right in like that. More or less. Okay. Perfection. And these little tabs come in there, just like a box. Very much like a box, one might think. You know. Then at the top, now I am confused. This is going to have to sit down, right? So there's a diagram here to show me. It's not at all clear though. So this folds over, and this somehow goes under it like that, I think. This is the only thing that folds out on there. Alright. Let's see what we can do. But, so what can I talk to you about while I'm doing this? I have no idea. The kittens have been getting regular visits to the spa, which has been really cute. They're all such social little kittens, but also they're not big as far as like overall independence goes, surprisingly. They seem to prefer to sort of stick around somebody that they know, so when they're in the bedroom, instead of spending all night running back and forth over us like kittens tend to do, they tend to spend all night sort of snuggled up with us in bed, which is nice. You know, it's not a complaint. Some more than others, of course. Oh, he's playing with one of the triangle mice right now, and the box at the same time. Cute. Okay, kids, don't wait. You can get in here right now. There you go. Okay, attach end piece 2 at the sides, and then attach top piece. Oh, so it has you, I don't know why they numbered these this way. It says to put in end piece 2 first and then end piece 1. So why don't you just call them 1 and 2 the other way? There's no numbers on them or anything. It's completely arbitrary, you guys. You could label it however you want, you know. Oh, what do you know? As far as I'm concerned, this piece is number 1. So I'm doing it first, that's why. And because it's cool. It's cooler than the other two, so I'm going to say that. Okay, there we go. I don't know that it actually is. I'm just saying that. Okay, tab, cool. All right, now it's going to get tricky, isn't it? Well, a little bit. Ow. You gotta go inside. That's good trick. My goodness. That's why the tabs are this way. It's got to really hold it while we're manipulating it. It does that. We got that going for us. Which is nice. Okay. Say to do the side top before the sides. Say to do the sides before the top. I'm curious. It does say to do the sides first. Okay, fair enough. That's what I was doing. Not working so great, that's all. Blame the box, we've got to blame the builder. All right. Oh, speaking of buildings,
Some of you may be curious about the kittenette, the kitten room where Kitten Academy is supposed to be in this house eventually, which is currently the basement kitchen. I don't know why a basement kitchen exists here, but it does. And we've got a contractor who has experience with this house in particular that was asked to turn that into a separate room with a door so that we can put kittens in it. And he has let me know that that will happen this coming week. He's going to be starting on Tuesday, so we're finally there. And I think some of that was waiting for the order for the door, and I think some of it might have been waiting for outdoor projects to quiet down, because if I were a contractor, I would definitely be like, I'm not working on your indoor wall until it's cold out, because I got too much stuff to do. I could be wrong, he didn't say that, but, you know, I would do that, so. Anyway, this coming week is when he's going to start on that. I don't think it will take very long, because we didn't complicate it very much. We're just asking really for a wall and a door, where, you know, we could be asking for a wall and a door with proper, like with some electrical and some HVAC in there and that stuff. And we didn't spec any of that. We're just doing a wall and a door for now, and we'll figure the rest out as we go. So I do have our new HVAC people, which, by the way, is also all good now, and our heating and air conditioning works fine. I'm so satisfied with finally having like a real heat pump. So I talked to the HVAC people, and they are going to also come sometime next week to talk to me about that new room and how to ventilate it, because we will want to have some airflow in there, and we did not plan to have that yet. And if we just build the wall, there will be no airflow in there. There's no air in there right now. There's no vents anywhere, in or out. So once the wall is put up, it's going to be a room that doesn't get a lot of air traveling through it. The window in there also does not open, I don't think. So just no options that are inherent in the room, but you know, solve stuff that we can solve one way or another. And I don't think it'll be too complicated. That room is directly behind where the new HVAC system is. They share a wall. So you think that at the very least it should be easy to just put a vent through that wall into the new HVAC system. Of course, the HVAC people are going to say, well, you know, we didn't spec for that. We spec for this HVAC system. They are, and I looked through the manual, that they are very specific about, like, how many cubic feet this is supposed to support and yada yada. You know, they don't mess around with that. So the HVAC guy, I think, is already a little hesitant to make any sweeping changes that add whole new rooms. But I also think if I'm like, look, I get it, you know, I hear you, and I want to do it anyway, I think he's probably likely to go, all right, man, it's on you. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. The worst possible case is that he is not going to come up with a solution that I like. And in that case, I just go on Amazon and get myself one of those little solenoid-controlled vents and put it in there and just program it myself, because I've got such a great track record of doing that for things that are mission critical. You know, never a failure, never a miss. And, you know, heating and stuff, you know, what's the risk? Burning down the house? It's fine. Everybody does it at some point. All right, this is not going together as well. I definitely figured this out here. So, yeah, I mean, some of that's humor, of course. I'm not serious, but some of it is also serious, where there will be a solution, even if it's one that I have to sort of jerry-rig. I'm fine with that. This is just a room. I think that an obvious solution, the solution that they took at the Connecticut house, which has two rooms in the basement that don't have real ventilation, and the approach that they took there, oh man, I put this together in the wrong order. Well, no, I really did it. The approach they took in Connecticut was to just put in those doors that have like slats in the door, so they're like vented doors. And we can't do that here because the one thing that I definitely have already picked out for this project is the door that he was waiting for. I picked it out myself to be like mid-century modern and to look really nice in the glass house and to be all glass. You know, I thought it would be a good fit. So there's not any space to put a vent there because it's literally all glass. But like I said, there's walls. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. These kittens, they're going to have plenty of atmosphere, so believe me. There's a cat in here, even though I'm flipping it upside down and this cardboard's falling all over. Of course, it's Manny. Manny. Oh goodness, I just really dropped the cardboard on him. Okay, Val, sorry about that. Not like it was any injury or anything, but certainly did not expect it. Okay, we're almost there. Look at that. We're in the home stretch now. It's starting to really look like a box. Stop reading the directions. I'm just going to go for it. We're just going to keep going. You probably wanted me to do something completely different. But I was like, oh, I got this. I can understand things. It's not true. It's not even remotely true. Good. At the very least, we're going to have a few here. Let's see. How are you really supposed to do this? Oh, it's not in the exact order that I did. That's not working. Well, the kids are just going to mess it up anyway, so I might as well get started. I didn't mess up very much. The bread maker, the biscuit maker. Oh, look at that. It's got two names. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's supposed to say biscuit. Wow, how did I read that completely wrong? My brain just made it into bread maker somehow. These things happen. Okie dokie, now we put it on the top. Oh, window treatment, it says. Oh, there's window treatment. Oh, isn't that cute? Okay, well, we'll get there. He wants me to put this on first, though. Okay, so this could have gone down, but anyway. Hang on. All right. Oh. This was on the other side, too, wasn't it? Wow. Doesn't seem like the best construction for something that's going to support a cat's weight. You know, somebody sent us that cardboard rocket pod that had the plastic piece in it for the windows. The cats never liked. They never really liked it. I'm sorry. I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing. That also had two levels, both inside and, in my opinion, oh. Wow, I did it. I sure did it. I put this together backwards. I didn't realize that side 1 and side 2, they aren't just letters or numbers, they're actually different. So, gotta roll with it. It's the way it is now. There's no tab over here, but there's no way that's coming all the way apart. I can't believe that. Why wouldn't they just make those symmetrical so you could put them on either side? It's fine. It's fine. Now I got to figure out, I guess we'll put the yellow awning here by the yellow sign. I'll get a piece of tape or something to secure the top. Oh, actually, I think those tabs will sit next to the cardboard when I put the cardboard on, which that'll hold it. That'll be fine. Perfect, but it'll be fine. This is fine. Just like my shirt says, everything's fine. We're fine. It'll be fine if this works though. Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's also backwards, isn't it, somehow? Okay. I don't understand how that can also be backwards, but it is. Well, it's inevitable that something is going to be messed up. That's also messed up. Okay, that's never going to work. Okay. That was so much fun with the bag. I just remembered, I should tell you guys, I ordered a new tissue pit just like the old one. So I guess if one of you already sent one, I'm sorry that I also sent one to us. But that should be arriving soon. And so these kids are ready for that. We still have all the tissue. We just need the pit, which didn't make it because, you know, I didn't want to really bring anything that was fabric-like, I guess, that the old kittens had been in. I know that the kittens had been in that with their ringworm, and I just didn't trust anything anymore. I just wanted to have a real clean break of it, so we had to get a new one. I don't even know if I got the same size because I went on our Amazon listing and found the one that we bought last time, and that they don't sell it anymore, and the listing doesn't say what size it was. So I just had to pick one. They come in 2 sizes, and I picked the smaller one because I think that's enough. This is cute. This is very cute despite being put together by someone who really does not know what they're doing. And a couple pieces of tape will make that top stand up just the way it should. Or, smart. I'm smarter than that. We'll just make our own tab hole. How about that? That's the way. From here to... about there. Okay. There we go. Make it a little three-dimensional. There we go. Do I even have to do anything else, or can I just fold that in? Oh, yeah. Watch this. I'm so smart. Okie dokie. I'm so proud of myself for, I don't know, cutting cardboard, I guess. You know, you gotta take your wins where you can. If the best thing you do today is cut some cardboard, then be proud of that. Alright, we got this. Just like it was meant to be. Heck, I think mine looks better than theirs. Perfect. Now it'll stay. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right, now whatever you do, don't pee in there. Yet. Unless somebody else do it first. Oh, I didn't know you were sitting right here in the tunnel, just hanging out next to me. Haiku is like that. When she stays in the bedroom, she is I'd say the one that is most likely to be sleeping just a little bit off instead of like directly next to you all snuggled up. Like if I'm on my pillow, she might be just off the side of the pillow, like over here, instead of being on me. Which is, I guess, you know, she's going to grow up to be a very long-haired cat, so probably her adopter's going to appreciate her not being too cool about just sitting on you. Or maybe she'll be like Maggie, who, you know, really took some convincing for Snuggles when she was younger, but now that she's grown up, she can't get enough. And anytime I sit down, Maggie will get right on my lap, very insistent. And if I have to move or something, she gets all upset. But then if I move, she'll jump off, run away, and the minute that I stop moving, she's right back in the lap. Or if I stand up, you know, she'll run away. She gets so mad. And then the minute I'm sitting down again, bang, right back in my lap. So, you know, you never know. I think any cat that's really well cared for is eventually going to start coming to you for affection that way. I'm saying that, you know, sometimes some of them are going to take a lot longer than others, but I think most of them get there to some degree, unless, you know, real turtles, maybe not. I got to say, I haven't seen that story through on my own because it can be a big investment. Sure, it's all worthwhile, though. Isn't it, buddy? Isn't it? Yeah, maybe we should put it this. I don't know. We'll turn it around. As long as it doesn't get peed in, we'll turn it around as we go. give you some different angles over time. Thanks again, everybody. I'm going to put this stuff with the other. Hi, I'm taking these with the other endowments, and then thanks for joining me for Mailbag. Again, you have my sincere apologies. I didn't realize until just now that it had actually been 2 weeks. I haven't picked up the mail. I feel terrible. Before I felt bad, now I feel terrible. So it's your fault. You all made me feel terrible. I'm kidding, of course. I understand that I made me feel terrible. I just didn't get it done the way I should have, and then I thought I did. I thought I got it done better than I did anyway. All right. Look out, buddy. Slippery, huh? Well, I'm going to put this stuff out, and that's it. That's it for Mailbag. I'm probably going to, if I'm running around in the house, I'm probably going to open the door and let these kids run around. They've gotten so used to just wandering the house, and I trust them to run around the house at this point. I think they don't get into stuff they shouldn't, and they're not destructive very much. So, yeah. If I'm going to be in the house, I probably will open the door and let them run around. But I haven't decided yet, because part of me wants to go over and start doing the work of setting up the annex that I've been putting off forever. So I may or may not do some of that. Or I may just stay here and work on laundry and stuff, because I got plenty of that to catch up on. So, we'll see. If I'm doing laundry, the door's probably going to be open. I also need to figure out a way to move some cameras out of this room. Maybe that's my project for today. If I set these cameras up properly, then I can just have the camera cart going again. That might be the way. All right. I got plans. Thanks, everybody.